A simple trick to take 5 years off your home loan. We're going to teach you some hacks on property. Stay tuned.
Good morning.
So listen up. How are you?
I love money-saving tricks. Nothing makes me happier than beating the house, beating the casino, beating the bank.
You're actually good at it. There's certain people that I come across that have particular talent at it, and certain people that are tragic at it. You're one of the better ones, Billy Bob.
I'll take that as a compliment, thank you. But it's so true. Like, you can't sometimes change how much you earn, but you can change the way you spend it, particularly when it's not good spending as well. No one likes paying the mortgage, so if you can pay less of it, it's a no-brainer. Listen up.
And you know what, guys? It's a lot of I've noticed people that are bad with money or good with money. It's actually patterns they've developed when they're quite young, and it's patterns they develop. So once you get yourself doing something good, you keep it up and it becomes a pattern. I think officially after 30 days, if you can do it, whether it's exercise or whether it's saving some money in a particular way, patterns is super important.
Yeah, and I think there's a couple of different ways you can save on your mortgage, but this is probably the best one to do. And it's definitely the easiest. You don't even need to do it yourself sometimes. Just call your broker and they can do it for you. Just call and ask for a sharper rate. Bust it out, Billy.
Bust it out.
Call and ask for a sharper rate. There's been so much change in rates over the last 12 months that sometimes the most loyal customers who have been with the bank for the longest are actually getting the worst rate, which seems a little bit unfair.
Yeah.
So just make it
simple one. And you can do that with your credit card rate as well.
Yeah, right. Okay, interesting. So that's a good starting point. But let's jump into it. We've got a bit of info here for you. So slash 5 years off your home loan with this one simple trick. We're going to talk about the frequency of payments this morning and how it looks on different size loans. But starting from the bottom and working our way up. On a $500,000 mortgage, the difference of paying between a monthly and a fortnightly payment can be quite drastic. So over the course of the repayments, from the top, you're looking at just under, you're looking at 2.98170. So I think that's $2,981.70 monthly. Fortnightly, you're looking at 1,490. But where this gets interesting is how it breaks down to your total interest. So total interest, 573,000, and fortnightly, 451,000. That's a big difference, massive difference.
Wow. And the Ray Price mortgage broker, good mortgage broker. Use Ray Price. I think the bottom line with that is when they're sitting on your cash, they have the obligation to reduce your loan. When you're sitting on your cash, it's not reducing your loan. People often with investment properties, for example, they'll run an offset account and they'll just put the cash in there. But I do have to say, as a real estate agent, we give landlords their money at the end of the month, as an industry, we give landlords their money at the end of the month. So we accrue it as the tenant pays through the month. We don't make interest on it because we're not allowed to, because that's a trust account. But then we sweep it and send it across to the owner at the end of the month. Savvy owners have a mid-month payment program. So we actually empty out their account in the middle of the month, and then we sweep it out again at the end of the month. So I think if you're really savvy with your home loan mortgage or your investment mortgage, any money that you've got sitting in your account should be sitting in your mortgage account, reducing your interest, on the fly.
Yeah, it makes sense to have it working for you as frequent as possible. Um,
And it's a pattern. It's a pattern. And once you've got that pattern organised and you've organised it with your bank and with your savings and you know where it sits, you don't really have to do anything about it. So it's a beautiful pattern to develop.
yeah, spot on. And then, so that's kind of what I think, your entry level, maybe investment property could look like, sitting around that 500,000. For a loan of 750,000 in our local market, you start to get yourself into maybe first home buyer territory for a 2-bedroom, something a little bit more snazzy, a little bit larger. Again, repayments monthly. These numbers are pretty small. It's testing actually. $4,472. Fortnightly, 2,200. Again, you can see the interest difference there. The saving over that period of the term is 180 odd thousand, 5.5 years. We're talking really, really big money here, which
huge.
You can save yourself just by making the change, and then even more so for
Why
$1 million.
Why don't banks just get you to pay this way?
Well, if they're a business operating their own interests at the end of the day, so yeah, I think it's a bit sneaky, but knowledge is key here.
They're programming this in their favour. I can't imagine what else they're programming in their favour as well. But I think all you got to do is ask and say, hey, can I do mid-month payments, or every 2 weeks the mortgage comes out. I do have to admit it is easy when you know it's coming out monthly, because you just know at that time you've got to have that much money in the account, and putting it on a fortnightly or a mid-month, it may be a little, I guess mid-month you could say, oh no, on the 15th, so I've got to have the money in there. But there is a luxury in having it at the end of the month. It's a nice cycle. But it's costing you time and it's costing you money on paying off your mortgage.
In my eyes, it's going to come out anyway, so rip the Band-Aid off, just get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice.
Let's talk about $1 million.
$1 million. $1 million. Repayments sitting just under $6,000. Fortnightly sitting just under $3,000 a fortnight. Total interest. This is a big saving. $243,000 between the two.
I find that astonishing. Astonishing.
It's it's $250,000, isn't it? It's a lot of money.
So I find that astonishing. You're borrowing $1 million. If you just change make your payments to come out half, but double as regular, so it's not costing you technically a cent more. That's going to save $243,830. That's like $250,000 just from that little tweak.
Yeah. This is that. I think this is what makes me smile the most, being able to report these numbers back to the people. If you didn't know,
absolutely,
this is something you need to change, and don't be lazy with it. Don't make this tomorrow's thing, or do it on the weekend. Do it today, and then it's done.
Get it done. And then it also makes me think, what are the other little things out there, the patterns out there that I can change to save a little bit of dollars or make a little bit of money?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think we've given a couple of good ones.
It is, and you know what else? It's very proactive. It's certainly making money. However you interpret it, whether it's saving money or making money, it's putting it in your pocket. So get it done, Billy. What are you doing this week?
I'm going to make money after this.
How good is that? How good's a lady coming through your Sunday Open and SMSing us, talking you up?
Yeah, that's lovely. Sunday Open.
Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen the message yet, but I've had a really nice day yesterday. Sunday Opens, as good as they are, and we can talk them up. I have to say the number one thing about them is everyone's just a lot more relaxed. Sometimes you get stressed buyers on a Saturday because they're trying to get between different places. Not on a Sunday. You're the only one. You've got all their time.
This lady wrote, "Hey Mark," she SMS'd me yesterday. "Hey Mark, I went to the Open at Lagoon Street in Narrabeen. Very impressed by Billy. Firstly, showing on a Sunday, he's maximising every opportunity he can't get. He can get, and the fact that was so knowledgeable. Sorry, I'm just trying to do two things at once. From one salesperson to another. Well done, Billy.
That's lovely. Thank you.
Nice to get a pat on the back sometimes.
It is. It is. Thank you, anonymous lady. I will follow it up with a thank you call.
Yvonne.
Yvonne. Oh, I met
So
Yvonne.
you know.
Yeah, I know Yvonne.
Yvonne. All right, have a great day, everyone. There is not a cloud in the sky. It's going to be a great week. Go get them.
Have a good day.
See ya. Love ya. Bye.